everybody, and welcome back to the channel Fragrance Journey. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed day. I was messing around in my collection last night and I just sprayed on a couple of fragrances and I decided let's do a most masculine fragrances in my collection. As you know, I don't do a lot of top 10 videos, but I will do a video today on the top masculine fragrances in my collection. The first fragrance I want to talk about is the one that I sprayed last night that made me come up with this idea to do this video. And this is one that a lot of these fragrances that I'm going to talk about today, most people are not going to like. Most people like citruses and florals and bright, shiny fragrances. The ones I'm talking about are dark, masculine, leather, dark florals. One of them's got some aldehydes in it, what makes it kind of shiny, but this one is definitely a bomb. The one I'm going to talk about first, and this is my most masculine fragrance in my collection, and that's going to be Leather Oud by Christian Dior. This is supposed to have Indonesian oud wood, leather, gaiac wood, cedar, and sandalwood. This is a leather and oud. Definitely animalic. Almost becomes kind of fecal when you smell it, barnyard, but I definitely just love this fragrance. My wife hates this fragrance. She cannot stand this fragrance. I sprayed it on last night. She hates it, and I just love it. It's just so masculine, so stink, so woody, so leathery with the ooh. It's just, it's one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. And this is an older bottle. This is not one of the newer bottles, and man, the projection on this is crazy. The longevity on this is crazy. This is going to stay on your skin forever. And in the wintertime, this is going to project like crazy. So if you can't get your hands on this, if you like darker, oudy, leathery fragrances like I do, this is one you want to add to your collection. That's Leather Oud by Christian Dior. The next one I'm going to talk about that I think is very masculine. A lot of people don't like this one. It's from the house of Nasa Motto, and it's Duro. This is a very simple note tree. This is woods, leather, and spice. But man, it is so dark, so beautiful, so heavy, so long lasting. One is going to push. With all these I'm going to talk about, they're definitely going to project in the wintertime. These are going to be all of these. And most of these are leather fragrances, so they have some leather in them. But this is a very dark, beautiful, woodsy fragrance that I like because a lot of people don't like it. I'm not really one to like a lot of fragrances that people are gonna flock to. So this is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, and that's Nasa Motto. That's Duro. The next one I'm gonna talk about is a bomb, and I always mess the name of this one up. It's like Etat Libre d'Orange. And this is Rien Intense. I haven't smelled the original Rien, but I saw Sebastian talk about this one. I went to Crystal Fragrances. She cut me a really good deal on this one. I already sprayed some of this on my hand, and this is heavy incense, dark, with some rose. Not a bright rose. This is a dark rose with leather, heavy incense. Man, it's just so smoky, so beautiful. Beautiful incense, beautiful leather. You can smell the rose, but not really much. It peeks its head out a little bit. This does have a lot of aldehydes in it, which makes it kind of shiny. So this is another very masculine, heavy fragrance. That's Rien Intense. The next one I'm going to talk about is another one that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about, and that is from Rania J, and that's Cure Andalou. Cure Andalou has a lot of notes. It's leather, saffron, neroli. The middle notes are leather, rose, violet, iris, patchouli. In the base, you got vetiver, sandalwood, oud, and castoreum. To me, this is heavy leather. You get some oud. I do get a little bit of iris, but not a lot. The other notes to me are non-existent. I don't get a lot of the other notes on the dry down. I do get a bit of sandalwood, but this is a heavy, heavy leather. As I say, Burt Reynolds, Shirt Open, John Wayne, any masculine badass man you can think of that's got two guns on his hip riding on a horse, he's probably wearing this shit right here. So the next fragrance in my collection is very masculine is Queer Andalou by Rania J. The next one I'm going to talk about is one that I just picked up, and my homeboy, he smelled like Rome. Shout out to him. Got a great channel, man. I definitely dig his channel. He's been I've been checking him out. He's been putting me up on a lot of fragrances people not talking about. And this is from the house of Mona Diorio, and this is Queer. And man, this is like leather, cardamom. This is smoky. To me, it's very animalic. It's pretty much all these fragrances I talk about, very animalic. But this is very, very, very nice. This is definitely on the darker side. This is one that's not going to change a lot. This is one that a lot of you probably won't get a lot of compliments on. It's not going to drop panties. If any fragrance drop panties, it's not going to do that. But when you wear this, you're going to feel like a badass. You're definitely going to feel like a man, masculine, when you got this one right here on. So if you like darker fragrances, definitely try to pick this up, and that bottle is badass too. And the last one I'm going to talk about is one that I haven't even reviewed yet. I was watching my OG Raj channel, and he talked about a fragrance from Thierry Mugler. I don't have anything in my collection from Thierry Mugler, so I picked this up. I think I picked this up for like 30 bucks off eBay. And this is, I think it's Angel Les Parfums de Cuir. And this is a very interesting fragrance. Not one of my favorite. It's kind of weird. I honestly get coconut out of this. It's got some oud in it. It's got some leather. It's supposed to have honey, sandalwood. I get some civet. It's very animalic. It's definitely one of the weirdest fragrances that I've smelled. It's got some caramel in it too, but it's very animalic, pheromonic. One that, I don't know, may attract the women, because it seems to me kind of pheromonic. So it's so animalic. I hadn't sprayed this on in a while. It's so animalic, but I definitely get like a coconut vibe with it. Honey, caramel. You definitely get some sweet, you get some creamy sandalwood, but it's definitely heavy civet. Really nice fragrance. One that not a lot of people are talking about, but this is from the house of Thierry Mugler. I like the bottle at the bottom. It's got that little star on it. I guess all these bottles like that. But this is a nice cheapie to pick up if you can find it, if you like darker, animalic, leathery type fragrances. But that's just a quick list of the most masculine fragrances in my collection. Thought I was gonna have a video on a Fondang? I thought I had Fondang by Fondang Leather Up. That's the fragrance I said at the end of my last video. There was a really high-end designer fragrance. I was getting it for a really good steal, but the seller fell through at the last minute. Really pissed me off. But I can't get my hands on that. But I got some stuff, about 4 or 5 fragrances coming in that are even better than that. So I should have reviews coming out on those really soon. I've really been spending a lot of time doing my home theater. I've actually done like Dolby Atmos in my hearth room downstairs. I've done Dolby Atmos. I've done a 130-inch screen, 4K projector, speakers all in the ceiling. So I've been dibbling and dabbling with fragrances, but I've been into that too. So I might start a channel with all my home theater stuff. I'm not sure yet, but I kind of got my hands going here, going there. But I'm definitely still loving these fragrances. If you can't like, subscribe, hit that bell so you can get a notification when I drop. As soon as I get these fragrances in, I have some reviews coming. Told my wife she needs to get on the channel, so I'm definitely going to try to get her on the channel when I get my next fragrance in, see if she likes it, get her to do a review with me, introduce her to the Fragrance Journey family. Everybody's subscribed to the channel, has been with me since day one. So if you can't like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you woke up today, you're definitely winning. Could you tell me if you smell any of these fragrances I just talked about in my collection, masculine? If you like them, tell me. If you don't like them, tell me. Tell me what's the most masculine fragrance in your collection, and I'm out. Peace.